Hi, welcome to Carrie's Corner, and today I'm going to be talking about the stench of self-righteousness. I think it's a really a commonly done sin, but not commonly talked about sin in the church. So I'm going to be reading from Luke 18, starting at verse 18. And a certain ruler asked him, "Good teacher, what must I do to inherit eternal life?" "Why do you call me good?" Jesus answered. "No one is good except God alone. You know the commandments. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not murder. You shall not steal. You shall not give false testimony. Honor your father and mother. All these I kept since I was a boy." When Jesus heard this, he said to him, "You still lack one thing. Sell everything you have and give to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven. Then come follow me." When he heard this, he became very sad because he was very wealthy. So here, he's kind of looking at himself, like, "Oh, I'm really good, and all these commandments, I've kept." But self-righteousness, we can all kind of look at ourselves, and I don't know if this seems common to you. Oh, well, I'm really glad I'm not like so-and-so. I'm really glad I don't do this, and I'm really glad I don't commit adultery. I'm really glad I don't lie. You could go down the list of all the sins, but there's that one thing that you don't do. Like, there's that one thing. And Jesus is kind of challenging the Pharisees about this. Or the rich leader, I'm sorry. The Pharisees were just as bad, but the rich leader in this case. So anyway, recently I had done a cleaning in my basement, and I had a freezer full of food. And recently I went down in the basement and something really stunk. Really, really bad. And I couldn't figure it out. I thought maybe a rodent had gotten on the wall and died. Sorry, guys, sounds really gross. But I could not figure out where the stench was coming from. I tried to cover it up with dryer sheets. I tried to scrub my floors. I thought anything could help. But I happened to be down there one day when we cleaned out our old appliances and started cleaning the basement. I looked in the corner, and there was a piece of old chicken that had fallen out of the freezer and rotted for 3 months. And all this time, I thought there's a dead rodent in my basement. So sin is kind of like that, the self-righteousness, right? You want it to look good. You try to cover it up with a bunch of dryer sheets to make it smell good, look good. But you know what? In reality, it still stinks. And kind of like Jesus is saying here, like that sin of self-righteousness, even though it's not in those exact words, he's given these commandments, and this guy is thinking he's so good, he's so righteous. I haven't broken any of these commandments. And Jesus said, "One thing you lack. Sell everything you have and give to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven. Then come follow me." So it's all about following Jesus. It's all about giving everything you are to Jesus. Every talent, every piece of pride that you have to lay at the foot of the cross. Because otherwise it'll be in your life, and like my basement, it'll sit there and it'll rot and it'll stink. And God, it's an unpleasant aroma to God. You want to be a pleasing aroma to God, and how you live your life. You can't do it on your own because, again, it's going to really stink. I can attest to this. If you do anything on your own, you will epically fail, and it will smell. So look at God, look at his face. I encourage you to continue to seek him in everything. So that's my short Carrie's Corner for today. The stench of pride, not worth it, guys. I love you, and have a good day.